Hello, hello. Welcome back to the Awakening Her podcast. How are you doing today, my friend? I am so glad that we are here in this moment and that our paths have crossed. If you are new here, hello, hi. My name is Talia Joy. I am a life coach, a mentor, an intuitive channel, speaker, podcast host, author, what do we want to say? Empath, human design reflector, and general teacher of self-growth and personal transformation. And as much as I'm all that stuff, most importantly, I'm a human on this journey just like you, and we are navigating the growth, right? The growth, the expansion, the stepping into our dreams, which also involves sometimes the healing and the bravery and, all of the things that this human experience brings us. So I am really excited to be on this path walking with you. And today we're talking about something that is inspired by a chapter in my book, chapter 32, and the chapter is called The Pleasure Portal. And the reason why I put this into the book and what we're going to dive in today is talking about pleasure, and not just like sexy time pleasure and not just superficial pleasure. It's a deeper spiritual truth. It's how you find what you are quote unquote meant for. It's about authenticity. It's about pleasure and enjoyment and joy actually being a portal into the life that you desire. It's a glimpse, it's a window. We're going to get all into it, but I want to talk about this, the pleasure portal, because feeling good is the spiritual work, the self-growth work, the healing work, and it's really why you want the things you want, right? So if I said, why do you want the money? Why do you want to buy a home? Why do you want to travel? Why do you want to feel healthy? It a lot of times comes back to, I just want to feel good, right? I want to feel free to move about my life and feel good about myself and thrive in my mind, my body, my soul. So yes, I want the money, but I also want the freedom, and I want to just feel good when I put my head on the pillow at night. So let me know if you can relate to that. Do you feel that in your body? This is how we know that pleasure is actually the portal to the life that we desire. And of course, we're going to get into it energetically, manifestation, but also there's a healing aspect of it. There's a nervous system aspect of it. There's a deeper level that really is about healing and true alignment. So I am just really excited that we are in this episode today. And before we dive into the episode, if you have not grabbed a copy of my book and you are loving all this stuff that we talk about here on the show, you are going to love the book. I've had so many people say that they can hear my voice in it because obviously it's my book. It's my way of describing things, the metaphors, the humor, the ironic twists. So I know you're really going to love it, and it's going to help you on your journey of personal transformation and growth. And in addition to that, if you have not checked out the Bali retreat, oh my goodness, check it out. Talk about a pleasure portal. We are going to be looking after ourselves, mind, body, and soul, and actually accessing those deeper parts of us, the clarity, the healing, the intuition, the what's next, the well-being, through the body, by slowing down, by regulating our nervous systems, by being nourished with food and luxury accommodations and healing pools and the spirit of Bali. So check out the page, see if it resonates in your body, and I would love to see you there. Okay, without further ado, let's dive into today's episode. Take a deep breath, drop your shoulders, and let's do this. So whether or not you resonate with some sort of God or deity, there is a saying that I heard that just feels like it sums up what we're talking about so well. And it's, to feel good is to feel God. So again, transcending the word God, if that is not the word that you choose, when you feel good, when you feel joy, when you feel gratitude, when you feel awe, wonder, magic, presence, delight, pleasure in any way, you are experiencing source energy moving through you. I look at it like the point of it all. It truly is. The point of it all is to feel good. And I know that in our physical 3D life, we have a lot of things that come up that genuinely make us not feel good. And that's, as I say these things, I'm not meaning to take away your hardships or to say like, oh, it's okay, just feel good. It's not simplified like that. As with everything that I do here and how I channel and how I bring, forward education, it's really to feel into what I'm talking about and see how you can expand yourself to feel that a little bit more often. So it's not to pretend we don't have any problems. Of course, there are very real things going on in the world, and it's not like the point of it all is just to feel good. Okay, bye. It's not that. It's to feel the source essence of who you are, to feel the internal truth, the internal state that you're going for. And a lot of us delay feeling good in the way that we say like, oh, I'll relax once I make the money. Or, you do something, you accomplish something, whether it's 3 pounds down or you booked a client or you went on a trip that you have been trying to go on or wanting to go on for 10 years. There's so many times where we achieve something that we've desired that's literally been on a vision board or something that we've made as like, oh, I want that. I want to get that next thing. And then we get it and we tell ourselves we'll celebrate later, right? We'll relax once we make the money. We'll enjoy life when things calm down. We're going to feel happy once we meet a partner, or we're going to feel loved once we meet a partner. These things are us delaying feeling good now. So what if it was reversed? And a lot of you have heard me talk about be, do, have. A lot of us think that once I have the thing, we're operating through once I have the thing, then I'm going to do things that make me happy, right? Once I have the money, then I'm going to be able to go on the trips, then I'll feel good. That's how a lot of us are operating through have, do, be. But actually, it's the other way around. Be, do, have. If I choose to be gratitude now, if I choose to be light now, be safe, be abundant, be in tune with the power of who I am and in pleasure. When I be that now, then I do things that part of me, that version of me does. And then you get to have what it is that you truly desire. So it's really about, and I've come across this many times, freedom is one of my core values. So maybe you want freedom in your life, but you're feeling like maybe your body's in pain and you don't feel free, or you don't have the money that you want, so you're not free to do the things that you want. When you choose, and I had to do this, literally rewiring my brain and my body to detect freedom now. Because everywhere I looked, I was like, I am not free. Like, I'm booked in my calendar. I've got kids that need me all the time. I can't really do what I want. I don't feel free in my body. I've got pain. I don't feel free in my bank account. I'm broke. And it was like everywhere I looked, I'm like, I am not free. Yet freedom is the thing that I want so much. So for you, it might be joy, gratitude, wonder, fun, adventure, health, freedom, like me. So when we learn to create and see the freedom now, when I be freedom now, I do things that part of me, that free part of me, what freedom activates, I do things that part of me does. And then I get to have it. I get to actually experience it and go, wow, actually, I am free. There's a lot of ways I am free. So I've talked about in the past before, I would roll down my window or whatever, press a button, I guess, and put my hand out the window on a road trip and just let the air go in my fingers when you do the little like hand soaring thing, because that made me feel free. Or I'd book one day out of the month where I wouldn't book any clients and I'd be free to do whatever I wanted. Maybe take myself for sushi or go on a hike or go down to the water, do nothing, go to a yoga class. I would call it a freedom day, because I was really like grasping for straws to be like, how can I be freedom now, even when my external circumstances don't reflect that back yet? And now I feel like I live a life of freedom. And it's not that everything's amazing and I just have all this money and all this time and everything's changed. No, it's that I choose it. So to come back to what we're talking about today, we often delay feeling good and feeling pleasure because We haven't yet maybe earned it, is what we tell ourselves, or we can't relax till the weekend, or there's stuff to do, or, we can't slow down. But what if feeling good? What if feeling God? What if feeling pleasure is what opens the door to everything else? What if it's something we don't have to earn or work hard enough to experience? So I've talked about this with clients, bringing pleasure into even say their meditation space, or if they have, half an hour they're, stretching or foam rolling or giving their body love or whatever it is, I'll say, bring in pleasure, engage the senses. So what that means is like try to engage smell, light an incense or put essential oils on your wrists, or, something that smells really nice. Maybe bring in a nice tea that tastes nice, or, it's nice and hot or warm, or a favorite beverage that really brings in, a taste element, and going through really like bringing in more pleasure, turning up the vibrancy when we do things, wearing fabrics that feel really good. How can I boost the pleasure? So I could go into my meditation space, into a fairly cold room with just my yoga mat, or I could go in and there's beautiful incense and rose essential oils, and I have a gorgeous tea that just feels so good and it's so warm, and I have beautiful soft music playing, and my senses are all pleasure filled. That's going to be a different experience. And so I can go into the bath and I can drop a few essential oils and bring in the pleasure of the smell. It's very simple things that start to make us feel good now. Because again, what if feeling good was the thing that opened the door to what you want? And what if feeling good led to more feeling good? So when you actually break it down, as I mentioned in the intro, every single thing we want in life is actually about a feeling. When someone says that they want to manifest $10,000 this week, it's not just the money. So of course the money, yes, it's like, yeah, I would put it on my credit card. I'd pay back the thing. I'd buy the thing I want. But it's not just the money. There's also something beyond that. It's the feeling that you believe that money will give you, whether it's empowerment, like, holy crap, I did it, or confidence, or it's relief, or as I talked about, freedom. Maybe you're really looking for security. That's why you actually want to make the $1 million years, or whatever it is. Maybe just excitement. As I said, like, holy crap, this is exciting. I want to do it. It's not wrong, but it is more than just the money. And I've said this before with clients, my spirit team will show me, like, money has an energy. So if you just wanted to manifest $500 and it was just about the $500, if someone said, oh, here's $500, I stole it from like an elderly lady, you'd go like, no, thank you. Most average people would go, no, that's not how I meant it. That's not what I meant. Because it's more than just this one-time thing. It's like you want to create the $10,000 weeks ongoing for safety and security, or you want to buy the thing that you really want that you feel like is going to make your life easier or give you relief, or, pay off the debt. Totally understandable, but it's just realizing there's more than just the money. That we're after a feeling, we're after relief, and you can start to boil it down to pleasure. We want to feel good. When someone wants a dream partner, a dream body, a dream business, it's really the emotional experience that comes along with it. The connection, the peace, the joy, the confidence, the magic, right? So if what we really want is a feeling, then why are we constantly postponing the feeling until the external thing arrives that we think is going to give us that feeling? But then how many times have we been in the situation where we're making more money, yet we're still not magically happy? Making the $10,000 months that you were going for, or an extra $10,000 or whatever, it doesn't remove maybe insecurities in your body, or dynamics in the family, or worries and anxiety about the state of the world. It actually doesn't rip that all away, because we have feelings. We are experiencing emotions. And what we truly desire is to feel better emotions, or emotions that feel better to us. We want a feeling. So yes, we want the money, we want the home, we want the trip. None of that is wrong. And actually, we should go after your dreams. Please go after the things that you desire. But we also want to have that awareness that really we want to feel good. So why wait to feel good if what you truly want is to feel good? So I need to talk to this for a second, this topic, to those of you that resonate with this. Maybe moms, empaths, feely people, people pleasers. I'm just saying it with my own hand up. Pleasure is not selfish. It's actually the true alignment. When we say like our best self or the best option or what should I do, it's actually coming from what would be, or we want to start asking ourselves, what would be the most aligned? What would feel the best, mind, body, and soul? So pleasure is not selfish, just like boundaries aren't selfish, me time isn't selfish, investing in yourself, buying yourself a pedicure, taking yourself away, like none of those things are selfish. One of the most beautiful things that I hope that everybody here listening realizes in this lifetime, and I know a lot of you have already, is that life is meant to be enjoyed. And spiritually, from my spirit team, I see this as being like the highest vibration, the thing that we're going for as a soul, as a human. We came here to experience life. And I'm going to share spiritually how it occurs to me and how my team shows it to me. You can see if it resonates with you. But even as a soul, we came to be in a human body because as a soul and as a non-physical being, we can't experience sensory pleasure. So out in the non-physical, out in spirit, there isn't a such thing as like the taste of a mango or a loving hug with somebody or to see a sunset or to feel the power of staring at the Grand Canyon. We have a different type of pleasure on that other side. So we are here right now as humans. And part of the bigger reason we came here is to laugh, is to taste food, is to feel the sun on our skin, to, eat the best thing we've ever eaten, to dance in our kitchen, to be present to the miracle of life, to watch a plant grow, to watch a baby grow, to like hug a puppy. Like this is truly why we are here. And sometimes on our healing journey, we get very serious. We get really me focused, which again isn't bad, because we're doing the inner child work, we're processing our trauma, we're breaking patterns, and that work is sacred and it's important. And it's a huge part of why you and I are here. And at the same time, the path circles back into something very simple. We do all that work to free ourselves, right? So that we can feel good. So that we can feel good in our bodies or in our relationships, or we can, move the world with our message or write the book we're here to write or feel emotionally free. That's why we do all this. Again, even the deep work and with the therapist, it's so that you can go about your day feeling good, experiencing pleasure, coming home to joy. So I want to go a little bit sciencey for a second. There's something really fascinating that I think of with emotions, that emotions are energy in motion. They're not just abstract, it's energy in motion, emotion. Your emotion literally creates your energetic frequency. So if you want to say your vibration, if you see auras, your aura can shift, your energy field, the feeling you bring when you come into a room, the feeling that you hold when people are near you, your emotions create frequencies and people feel them. It just does exist. And we know that the lower end of the scale, the lower vibrations, I believe it was researcher David Hawkins, I believe, that created the scale of consciousness or the energetic scale of frequency, I think. Anyway, at the low end of the scale, the lower vibration emotions are like shame, guilt, fear, and the higher emotions are love, peace, enlightenment, enjoying yourself, pleasure. Those are all high vibration. That's why people go like, high vibration, dude, right? When you feel good, when you feel joy, when you feel gratitude, your energetic field actually changes. And from here, because you're feeling good in your brain and in your mind, your nervous system relaxes. And when that happens, you open up to more creativity. You open up to more intuition. Creative ideas can land. You're in a different state. So suddenly, The law of attraction, the law of correspondence, the law of assumption, all of these laws start working. I mean, they were already working, but now they start working to match the frequency in a way that you're going to love. You're going to feel more ideas, more clarity, more support. I want you to think of a time when you were stressed and you have to quote unquote figure it out. Are you going to figure it out like hunched over your desk, stressed? Or is it when you take a second and you go into the forest and all of a sudden you're like, oh my goodness, that tree just literally told me what I do next. Just kidding, but not, right? So suddenly we start having that clarity because we chose to shift our vibration into one that felt good, that felt better. So more opportunities come. This is where true manifestation just happens without us trying so hard. Pleasure is not either selfish or frivolous or just something like, oh, that's nice, but we actually have to get to work. Pleasure is the work. Pleasure is powerful. Enjoying yourself, being in joy. That is the whole point of all of this. That's where you will manifest from. That is where you start to relax. That's where you start to get more ideas. And I love how Wayne Dyer says, just to go back to the God piece, Wayne Dyer says, ego, ego, is edging God out. When we're in our ego mind, which I'm not just talking about like, oh, ego, like superficial. I mean more when we're comparing, when we're worrying, when we start being in stress, when we start being in we got to figure it out in reaction. We're judging ourselves. We're thinking about what went wrong yesterday and what might go wrong tomorrow. And that edges out that infinite source frequency that carries your intuition and your clarity and your general sense of well-being. When we're stuck in that mental loop, we completely miss the beauty of what's happening. Maybe even the healing memo or what you can do next. Or just relaxing enough to be like, you know what, I might not solve this all today, so I'm just going to go for a walk and drink my water and be kind to myself. If you're in the forest worrying about your bills, you're not even noticing the trees. You're not even hearing how the cedar tree is trying to give you direction. When we're laying in bed, hyper-focusing on tomorrow or stressing, we don't feel even the comfort of the bed, the sheets that we're in. The fact that like, bed, this is the best. Life is happening. Life is around us, but we're not truly experiencing it. When we're in that stress response, we're not able to see the pleasure. So again, we all experience stress. That's normal. That's where nervous system work comes in and all the tools you've already learned. But today we're talking about pleasure. And one of the easiest ways to enter your own pleasure portal and to feel good now, as I mentioned already, is through the senses. So your senses are literally built-in tools for experiencing life. We have taste, we have touch, we have sight, smell, sound. So as I was saying before about creating your meditation space, bringing in some of these things, maybe next time you have a meal, slow down. Notice the flavors, notice the smell your food. Notice the texture. Look at it. Notice the little flecks of the herbs or the pepper or whatever it is. Notice the color. Let yourself actually enjoy it. So maybe instead of eating while scrolling or rushing through or feeling guilty for it or being totally paying attention to something else, try to notice the way that your food tastes. Even the next drink you drink, or if you have an apple, just really notice it. Squeeze the pleasure out of this present moment and you start to experience more pleasure. When you notice the way that the clothes that you're wearing feels on your skin, or if you pick something I love wearing like bamboo or cotton or something, and then it just feels so nice on my skin, or maybe it's silk or something that just feels good, and experience it. The softness of the fabric. When the sun is shining or you're outside, feel the sun, the warmth on your skin, the gentle wind on your face, the birds, the music, the rain, your own breath. Look around and see and experience the colors of the trees and the way that the clouds look in the sky. These moments seem small, but they're the essence of life. So I'm going to encourage you as I start to wrap this up to live in this present moment. To be here now with your senses and really what is. Instead of focusing on what isn't working or even the fact that you have to figure it out, we don't have to figure it out this second. And in fact, if you want to get to the end result of tuning into what's truly authentically next for you, it's going to come through feeling good and relaxing. Because that path of feeling good is your next step. So if you're on a health and fitness journey, what feels good? Like, does going to the gym feel good, or does it make you want to put a fork in your eye? What about yoga? What about swimming? What about walking on a random forest trail? Like, what feels good to move your body? Is it dancing to your favorite music? Is it kickboxing? Is it doing something with a ragtag pack of girlfriends? Like, what is it that feels good for you on your down days? For, what the path of your business is or the path of your life is. What feels good? What brings you pleasure? What excites you? What lights you up? That is also your next step when it comes to the very tangible things. Making money, the business, the health, happiness, healing, relationships. It truly is in the direction of where you feel called, where you feel nudged based on that would feel good. Like something, as I mentioned, I think in the last episode, Bali as a place, it's always been on my heart. And it's like, I need to go there. That would feel good. Like, could I imagine? Whereas there's places in the world that I'd go like, oh, that'd be neat, but it doesn't have that same pleasure spark of like, yes, let's go there, right? So experiencing or going forward toward the things that feel really good to you, but also experiencing it in the now. Experiencing the taste of fruit or the snow or the rain or the sun on your face, really experiencing what is here to be experienced. And recognizing that in that moment when you're feeling the sun on your face and you close your eyes and you put your face to the sun and a gentle smile's on your face, in that moment you are experiencing what we would say is bliss or joy or stillness or gratitude. Those are all high vibration emotions. So in that moment, you are actually attracting more good, more abundance, more clarity, more well-being. So it is the portal to what you want. Whether you look at it energetically like manifestation or nervous system wise, what you really want is to feel calm and safe in your body. What you really want is to feel good through the money, the home, the partner. So it truly is the portal to what you want. And pleasure exists right here and right now. Even when life is uncertain, you can pour a cup of tea and feel the warmth on the mug, take a sip, and even the most simple tea. You can feel that pleasure in that moment, even while you're trying to figure things out, even while money might feel tight or you're uncertain about something. You can still enjoy the sunshine. You can still taste your dinner and find enjoyment in cutting up the veggies or, eating your meal. You can dance in your living room even when life feels like it's burning around you because F it, your joy is worth it. Try to be in pleasure more often. Try to be in joy. Enjoy your life. And when you do this, when you choose pleasure, something incredible happens. Your energy shifts, you start to actually enjoy yourself, your creativity opens, your intuition gets louder, your nervous system softens, and best of all, you just start to feel genuinely better. You start to feel genuinely good. So even 5 minutes or 2 minutes or 1 minute of joy can start to change your energetic state. And when you change your energy, your life begins to shift instantly. So my invitation for you today, my friend, and until we meet again in the next episode, give yourself permission to enjoy your life. Not someday, not when things are perfect, not at the end of the week or after you smash the goal, right now. Romanticize your life a little. Look around and go, holy crap, I'm blessed. Notice the beauty around you. Taste your food, feel the sun, laugh with a friend. The dream life that you're creating is right here and now. So play the music in your kitchen, enjoy yourself, and know that this is the portal to more of what you want. Okay, my friend, I hope that you enjoyed this. I hope this was pleasure filled. I will see you in the next episode, and I hope to see you also in Bali. As I said, links are below for the things I mentioned and more, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.